things hopefully shape up for better forecasts this weekend.
Yes, that's right. I mean, we'll finally start to quiet down across North Texas. We've been so active, and overall, we do have a more quiet pattern as we move ahead towards the middle of March. Let's talk about our first alert weather days. I mean, I really want you to pay close attention to the forecast. Our biggest severe weather threat so far for meteorological spring builds in late today into tomorrow. So first alert weather days in place today and tomorrow due to severe thunderstorms as well as the flooding threat. Hour by hour throughout the day, we're dry and quiet until about midday. I mean, we could see an isolated shower or a sprinkle early, but then we start to see those scattered thunderstorms developing as we move ahead into the second half of the day for today. And this will be the ones that will really start to increase in coverage and increase in strength as we move ahead into tonight. So notice our first alert weather day that's ahead of us. For this afternoon, we have a severe weather threat across our western counties. There is also a cap in place. That's that warm layer of air aloft. So if it takes a little bit of time for these severe storms to get firing up later today, you know why. Tonight, we see a line of storms that moves over the metroplex. We see damaging winds and flooding. And then for tomorrow morning, we see heavy rain and a flood threat as well as gusty winds and lightning. Tomorrow morning's commute could be pretty active in terms of the heavy rain. I want you to set your alarms a little bit earlier for tomorrow morning and have multiple ways to receive your weather alerts for tonight. Let's talk about the severe weather threat later today. The Storm Prediction Center has highlighted almost all of our area along and west of 35 to be under the level 3 of 5 risk. This area is where we have the greatest of chances to see that lime-sized hail, 2 inches of diameter and greater. We also have the threat to see damaging winds, 70 miles per hour or greater as well, along with that threat for isolated tornadoes. Beginning at 12 o'clock today until midnight tonight, that's when we have to be weather aware, although I do think we won't necessarily see any severe thunderstorms until about 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon at the earliest. Looking ahead into tomorrow, that severe weather threat makes its way east as we do see that cold front push a little bit further out to our southeast, which should cause some redevelopment for some severe storms as we move ahead into tomorrow afternoon. So let's break down the timing. Here's 3:30 later today. We start to see some storms trying to fire up. Now, if that cap is in place and prevents these storms from turning severe, we'll just see some scattered thunderstorms, but know that the chance is there. Now, watch by 8:30 tonight. I'm tracking these thunderstorms. These are the ones that I think have the bigger threat of seeing the large hail across the area. I was looking at the diagram, our SKU-T diagrams from the atmosphere from the ground up, and these have the greatest of chances of producing that large hail. Watch what happens by 11 o'clock. We'll see the squall line develop across our western counties, producing damaging winds. When you see these storms kind of bowing out, you have the bowing sector, that indicates that we'll see those damaging winds passing through. As it makes its way east, it weakens, but we have the threat to see flooding across the metroplex and areas out to the east. And I think for tomorrow morning, there's also the chance that we could see more of a heavier rain lingering into the morning commute. So you want to make sure you have plenty of time to get to your destination tomorrow. Here's tomorrow afternoon as this low pressure system and cold front passes through. We could see a redevelopment or the chance for some more strong to severe storms to develop across the area. So just keep in mind that that chance is there. For your first alert 7-day forecast, we have first alert weather days in place for both today and for tomorrow. We're drier by Thursday, but we are cooler. And then we quickly warm right back up into the weekend. CBS News Texas will be right back after the break.